Hello, Bookworm Sleuths! Welcome to Connie Tries a Mystery. So, I'm Connie Bedowell, for those of you who don't know me. I am the author of numerous cozy mysteries, some of which will pop up on your screen somewhere around here. And I have been wanting to do some more video for a while, and I thought I would try this fun little project, at least for the fall, where I might upload a video once a month. I will read a classic mystery and try an activity from that mystery. And today I will be baking the seed cakes from Agatha Christie's at Bertram's Hotel. Now, at Bertram's Hotel is a Miss Marple mystery, just to give you a little context before we start baking. And those of you who are familiar with Miss Marple from TV might expect to see her a little bit more in the story, but she really just pops in and out of the novel. Yet it is her insight and her observational skills that solve the case, ultimately. Now, at Bertram's Hotel centers around this hotel in London, a hotel that had fallen into some disrepair during World War II, but at the time of the story, and the novel was published in 1965, had been restored to its former Edwardian glory. But in addition to all these Edwardian trappings, it also had a lot of the modern conveniences that 60s hotel patrons expected to see. So it was this very well-respected, old-fashioned hotel. And there's a secret, though. Bertram's has a secret that's buried underneath its Edwardian luxury. So throughout the story, there is this kind of tension and theme of characters longing for the past, wishing for a simpler time or a more innocent time, combined with kind of quickly realizing that they are looking at the past through rose-colored glasses, and that time is supposed to march on. And if it doesn't, that means something is wrong. If people are stuck in their ways, something isn't right. And indeed, it is the dissonance between the modern era and this old-fashioned Bertram's Hotel that first begins to make Miss Marple and a few other characters suspicious that something is going on at the hotel beneath the surface, that something is not quite right. Nevertheless, the story features a number of old-fashioned foods, including real seed cake, in quotes, real seed cake that Miss Marple's friend, Lady Selina, orders at the hotel. And she specifically asks, is it real seed cake? And she is not disappointed. It is real seed cake. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck is seed cake? It was something that I had wondered for a long time. I'd seen it in novels, written about in novels, but never actually tasted it myself until last year when I found this recipe. And it turns out it is delicious. So I will link the recipe in the description box so you guys can go to this recipe blog and enjoy it yourselves and try some other stuff. But basically, you might be expecting from the words seed cake for it to be poppy seed, but you would be wrong. The seed in seed cake is caraway seed. And I did not think that was going to taste good, but it turns out to be delicious. It really was delicious and is now a household favorite. So I give it a try, even if it seems a little bit off to you. Unless you just hate the taste of caraway. If the idea of caraway plus sweet seems a little off, just give it a try. So the cakes are also flavored with brandy. I'm going to use apple brandy today. That's not in the recipe, but it's what I have. And I've done it before and it tastes really good. I'm also going to use muffin tins instead of the springform pans that the recipe calls for, because I don't have springform pans. I have springform pans. Because I don't have springform pans, I have muffin tins, and it actually makes nice little single serving size pieces for the cakes to go on. So muffin tins, way to go. Now, the recipe that I will link to is also called Bilbo's seed cakes, because in The Hobbit, Bilbo also bakes and eats seed cakes. So you can bake this recipe and pretend you are in either story, enjoying a nice, tasty seed cake with your tea. So without further ado, let's get baking. right, so here it is, the finished seed cake. Can't wait to take a bite. Just how I remember it. Now, beware, if you bake these, you may not be able to stop baking them. They are that delicious. And they're really excellent with a good cup of Earl Grey tea. Now, if you've enjoyed this, I've got the link to the recipe in the description box from a blog called Good Cheap Eats. And if you enjoy mysteries, then check out my mystery books linked below in the description. You can hop back in time and solve mysteries with suffragists, or you can ride along with a bookmobile driver who just keeps stumbling into murder cases. But regardless, I will be back next month with another classic mystery and activity, this time with a Halloween bent. So get ready. Until next time, happy reading!